cover the entire roof with a layer of 15-pound felt. That acts as an underlayment. Its purpose is to be there in case any of the shingles would ever blow off to protect the roof. Then the 3-tab shingles would be applied over the top of that according to the manufacturer's instructions.
Okay, now let's go to a beautiful roof, Cedar Shakes. This is probably the most traditional roof around that we're all familiar with. How does this work? What's the difference?
Well, this is certainly the oldest style of roofing that we get involved in. The hand-split cedar shake goes back hundreds of years, but it's a completely different application than a 3-tab shingle. As you can see, as the men are working, they have rows of 30-pound felt going across. This is called an interlayment or a slip sheet. And as the shakes are applied, the tops of each row of shake are slipped up in between the layers of felt. And this is what really gives the roof its water tightness. The shakes shed the water, they protect the home, but it's not enough in a northern climate to be watertight. So this layer of felt is installed.
As with other roofing jobs, other shingle jobs, there is a starter course, right?
This is correct. I don't know if you can see it, but in between the two men, Bud and Barry, you'll see a row of shingles across the gutter line, and these are literally cedar shingles. These are sawn on both sides, as opposed to the cedar shakes. Cedar shakes are hand split in the very traditional process.
How are these cedar shakes? How do they adhere to the roof? What keeps them there?
Well, the fastening method that we use for cedar shakes is an adhesive-coated, hot-dip galvanized staple. This is a very effective method for putting on cedar shakes. The staples, by being pneumatically driven, do not split the wood. As you can see as they're installing the shakes, there's no splinters flying. The staples are adhesive-coated, and as they actually penetrate the roof deck, the adhesive melts, and that staple becomes part of the roof.
As I watch this roof go down, there's a bit of artistry involved here, huh?
This is a very technically heavy application. These men are very qualified, and as they go up the roof, they will continue to lay out the shakes so that they get a uniform number of rows. They have to be thinking as they work.
I love the random appearance. It's very appealing. Now, let's talk about the time frame. We talk about the basic 3-tab shingle. How much time would it take to do a roof like this with the 3-tab shingle?
Well, ordinarily, we would expect a 2-man crew to turn out a job like this in about 2 days. This 2-man crew that's doing this roof in cedar shakes will take 6 to 7 days. So the time frame is approximately 3 times as long. There's 3 times as much labor in a cedar shake job as in a standard shingle job.
It really is a beautiful roof, and they really are hand split.
They really are hand split. 90% of this material comes from the Pacific Northwest and southern Canada in that area. That's where the large stands of cedar trees are. And out in the woods, these are actually hand split from blocks of wood, packed